Okay, here we are on Unyielding Sentinel, which is the Paladin destiny. And I was able to, with my 55 points, spend almost enough. I did not take the increased hate, and I did not take the cast resurrection. Something to know about the Unyielding Sentinel tree right away is that it is the tank tree. It is probably the go-to tank tree. So if you are a tank, this is your go-to tree. It gives you a lot of bonus hit points. You can see in core tier right away, it gives you Die Hard, 35 hit points, 20 spell points, and 5 melee power. Meaning that if you are on a ranged character or a spellcaster, you likely would not get much benefit out of this tree unless you were looking for certain defensives or hit points or survivability. For example, one of the first things you can get is divine energy resistance. A lot of people like that because it gives you energy resistance in all of the different energies. And this tree also has, like all the others, one mantle that you need to activate, one epic strike, and one epic moment. And like I've said before, you can spend and get multiple epic mantles. You can get multiple epic strikes, but you can only use one mantle at a time. And you can only use one epic strike. Using an epic strike throws the rest of them on cooldown, and you can only have one epic moment because you are only allowed to go tier 5 in one destiny. So I've got my points spent, and let's get these. You can see the passive and active version. You can read through all of those. I won't do that with you, but there's a lot of good stuff in there. So we'll take our divine energy resistance. We'll take our guard up. This is our epic strike. Now you can toggle this between something that gives you a lot of hit points and something that is an actual melee attack, depending on what kind of Unyielding Sentinel you take. I wanted to try out the and see what the hit point bonus was. So that's what I selected. This is the mantle. So we drag it to the bar and activate. We get 20 heal amp, and now we have absorb for a bunch of sonic, light, cold, different damage types. Renewal is very similar to the rejuvenation cocoon. And this is my Unyielding Vanguard. I'm pretty sure that this is my epic moment. Let me just double check. Yes, that is the epic moment. Undying Vanguard. You get 10,000 hit points plus 5 weapon dice for 30 seconds. And you can use that while you're CC'd. So this is an active ability. We throw our shield. So there's a lot in this tree that's built for gaining threat, holding mobs aggro. This is my renewal. You can see it's a big heal, and this comes off cooldown often. You can quicken it. Right now I have 1,353 hit points. I do my epic strike, and it added, for a 12-second cooldown, it added 300 temporary hit points. And it looks like those hit points last for 6 seconds. It's called Guard Up. So that would allow you, basically, if you were tanking, you can just, it's very similar to an Enlightened Spirit, except you can do it a lot more often. You gain these temporary hit points, and the cooldown is twice as long as they are active. And very interesting. So there's my divine energy resistance. Lasts for 35 minutes. That is because I'm level 30, and in the core of the epic abilities, you gain 5 caster levels. See, I'm trying to see what some of these bonuses are. So let's see what this is an attack. Oh, that's nice. I throw a shield. So deific warding is built into this tree. It's very similar to the feat. Let's see what this shield does. Oh, well, look at that. So not only did it stun that whole group, but it also, did you see over their head, it intimidated them all. It grabbed all their aggro. So that is a fantastic. So if you are on a tank, or if you tank for a raid, you definitely, look at that. Yeah, I just intimidated all of them. Now, I have no points in intimidate. Yes, I am a charisma-based character, so my intimidate will be, you know, higher than normal anyway, but that is a very, very impressive. It's about time that DDO had a skill like that. See, that one missed. So apparently this is based on your skill. Guard up. I wonder what rule of law. It must be. I keep seeing it proc. I'll have to look. See if I can find it. So more hit points, deific warding, and this here, yeah, you gain the deific warding feat. That's great. Oh, it gave me Layhands. So Layhands would be in my feats under paladin feats. So there's that. That's something I did not have, and that healed me. Oh, so it's good. You know, Layhands is based on your charisma. Let's see if I can knock this guy down. No. So my DCs aren't good enough, apparently. Let's see what else. Layhands regenerate, armor class. The Knight's Challenge stuns, we've seen that. Death block, and yes, this forces a reset on the hate and forces them to attack me for 8 seconds. Oh, that's it right there, rule of law. That's part of my mantle. Any melee attack, pulse a wave of law damage out that scales once every 8 seconds. So that's good. That's an AoE pulse of damage that courses out around me. Another thing I applied to the mantle was heal amp and more immunity to mind control, compulsions as per alignment protection. Well, that's good. Just gives you the ability, because you don't want to be commanded, for example, if you're playing a tank. So I was able to stun all of those with my shield throw and get aggro on all of them. Knocked down. Let's see what my Unyielding Vanguard does. I'm gonna stun them. Oh, that was great. Yeah, that did a bunch. So this is neat. Yeah, this is great. If you're a tank, or if you wanted to play on a melee, or have more defensives, you know, let's say you were a caster like an Eldritch Knight, or you wanted to make yourself more tanky. Now, I can't imagine anybody who's not a tank wanting to force aggro like this does, which is why I'm convinced this is just, you know, almost purely a tank tree. But you can see it gives you a lot of, between your renewal and your regenerating Layhands and your deific warding, it gives you an awful lot of survivability. Plus it gives you your divine energy resistance, and it gives you your unyielding Vanguard. Look, I just healed myself for 100,000. The rule of law damage is a lot. And let's see if I can kill him with my shield. Yes. Even in death, he was forced to have aggro on me. Well, that rule of law damage seems to be pretty good. The other thing I know, being in this tree, because I have a shield active, I know that I am immune to knockdown now as part of the... It was the core 3, immune to most forms of knockdown with the shield. I do have a shield on. I'm using the Hex, legendary Hex Breaker, which is only a buckler, but it works. So this is the tree. Could you tank on a sorcerer? Apparently, according to this, although I don't have the hit points to do it, but that's the tree to do it. Join us for more. I plan to do lore videos for each quest in DDO, as well as the raids. Plus, I will be releasing more Session 0 videos for DDO on topics such as player character races, the religions of Eberron, the last war, and the Mournlands, the dragon marks, the dragon marked houses, and much, much more. Click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below. I like interacting with other players. My main tune in DDO is named Mary. I am on Sarlona. I also have a guild on the Hardcore League. My guild is Death Smile. Please say hi if you're on either of those servers. Subscribe to see more Adventure AI content about DDO, Dungeons & Dragons Online, and gaming in general. I also play Star Wars The Old Republic. You can join us at Adventure AI on Discord. Check us out on Twitch. Check us out on Twitter. You can go to our Patreon and become a patron of the channel, where you would get access to all of the scripts, the images, the music, the videos, as well as behind the scenes, and the ability to request topics for me to make future videos. Thanks very much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope your adventures go well.